Alright, it's Saturday morning, and we managed to bring all the new trees up to the ridge. And this is the first candidate for replacement. And if you look carefully, deer stripped the bark on this tree all the way around. And I believe whenever that happens, the tree will start dying from the bottom up. So while it may still look like there's a viable tree there, it's only a matter of time. So as the snow begins to fall, I'm going to have to dig this one out and replace it. So I've worked out my plan of attack. The first task is going to be removing the sod around this tree, because I just want to remove the weeds, grass, because I'm going to retain as much dirt as possible. So the first step is going to involve using this nice little tool I have here. I'm not sure what it's called. Japanese weeding tool or something like that. But it is really good for taking care of weeding. Now, it came pretty sharpened, but I wasn't happy with that, so I broke out a nice sharpening kit I got just to practice, and also to answer the question whether it was capable of sharpening something like this. And it worked pretty good, so it could probably take a new edge, because I was using it whenever I was transplanting the grapevines, but today it should be sharp enough for what I need. Let's set this plastic cover to the side for now. Maybe I can demonstrate just how effective this tool is. And also bear in mind that it's quite cold and the ground's pretty frozen. So that may affect the performance. But it still seems to be getting through the top crust. It's only the first half inch around the frozen. I should be able to accomplish my tasks here today. So I'll continue like this until I have the weeds out of the way. Slice cut them off right below the ground level. Now, I won't make you watch the whole weeding adventure. I'll come back after I've fetched the shovel. I've got a nursery spade located in the boxes up there. So I'll get that and start to dig the hole around this tree. Alright, I got the nursery spade and have dug all around the edges. This is what the nursery spade looks like. It's got a sharp edge on the bottom, heavy steel with a rubber tube handle to help handle the impact. You use it almost like a vertical axe / shovel. It'll cut right through any roots, and because it's all steel, you're not going to break it like it's a wooden handle. So I think I'm close enough to try to wiggle this tree out of the hole if I can. I'd like to try to lever it up and possibly clean off the root ball, but it looks like I've got roots underneath yet that I haven't cut through. So, yeah, maybe not. You're gonna come out now? There we go. Well, it was a nice tree. At this point, I'll clean off that root ball, clean up the hole enough to put in a new tree, cover it back up. Hopefully I can find some water up there somewhere. Those buckets hopefully have some water in it. And then we'll pack it down and be done with this tree and ready to move on to the next. So the old tree has been removed and the hole cleaned out. It looks about the right depth for this particular tree. The nursery has paint here that I believe is an indication of where the ground level should be. Now some of these roots are pretty long and I would have to dig a really big hole to accommodate all of those. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clip off the longest ones so they're not wrapping around back on themselves. And I think one more here, and maybe this one. And then at this point, I'll dress those roots down into the hole, cover them up with dirt, and pack it down. Need some water. Alright, silly me. Here I thought all I had to do was come up and dip my cup in the bucket, not realizing that they were still frozen over. So I managed to work at it, and there is some water that's not in a solid form. So that means I can finally water that tree. So after getting the water I needed to water in this tree, I retrieved one of my prefabricated fences to try to keep Bambi away from this tree until it settles in. And from what I learned with the one I just had to take out, I don't think I should be taking that fence off real soon. Not until the tree is enormous. So I've got 5 more of these to go. Gonna get at it. Alright, the next candidate for a replacement is this poor little apple tree here. At first I thought it was doing pretty good, but this is the tree where Bambi taught me that deer like nibbling on young apple trees. Now I planted it next to this old stump that had come down years ago, figuring that if the big tree grew there, another tree should. But apparently not. Well, I'm going to learn by trying to replace it with yet another apple, and we'll see what happens after a couple years. Alright, after replacing candidate number 2 with another apple tree, this one is called Pippin or something like that. Let's see what the label says. No, it's Pixie Crunch, that's what it is. But I elected to put it in a taller cage since I had one available. And it occurred to me that there might be a correlation between the height of the cage that I used to protect them and the damage from Bambi. This tree is located at the top of the orchard, just behind where the pond is, and to the right of where the raspberries were planted last year. So as I was moving on to candidate number 3 for replacement, this guy here happened to catch my eye. Look at all the buds on that thing. Now I hope some of those are fruiting spurs. This one here, for example, I'm hoping that's what that is. So, judging from what I'm seeing here, I feel very good about me not trimming off all those nuisance buds like I had done last year. We might actually get something. Okay, candidate number 3 was a peach tree. And after must be three growing seasons, I didn't get more than a handful of flowers, let alone any fruit. And this one here, I believe I had already written off the left branch and was letting it grow back from the roots. But that doesn't look too good either. So seeing peach trees have been challenged up here, we're going to swap it out. I'm going to put in an apricot or a necticot or something like that. Third tree replacement. This one ended up being an apricot. And after digging up that peach tree that was here, I scratched the bark below the ground line and it didn't look like it was alive, so that was another one that was dead. So now we are off to number 4, which is just on the other side of the dirt pile there. That one is another peach tree that looks bad. Here we are looking at candidate number 4. At first, I was in what I thought was a bit of a dilemma because I had spotted a praying mantis egg case attached to one of the branches. While deciding whether I was just going to leave the tree until they developed, I looked at it closer and I suspected that it was last year's egg case. And then when trying to cut off a small branch to see if there was any signs of life in the tree, it turns out the branch I cut off was the one with the egg case. So I'm of the opinion this tree is not of this world and would not mind being replaced. Tree number 4 now installed. This one is a necticot. Just up the hill there is the apricot. Off to tree number 5. Tree number 5 was another dead peach tree. This time it's been replaced with an apple tree. There's another apple tree going to be going in over there. And we eventually get on to location number 6, where I've basically written this peach tree off for a while. It's been overdue to get replaced. Got one last apple tree. Here we go.